Let's forget the world for a moment and focus on the bond we share. Right now, we have everything we need: love, trust, and the excitement of a future that begins with us as Mr. and Mrs. In this very moment, my heart beats only for you as I imagine what our life together will be. Let's make this forever. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. The thought of walking into tomorrow together as partners, lovers, and best friends excites me more than I could ever express. Let's seal our love today by becoming Mr. and Mrs. In your arms, I've found my home, my peace, and my happiness. Let's stop waiting and make the next step into forever together. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. Every second with you feels like a dream, but what if we could turn that dream into our reality? Let's take that leap, become Mr. and Mrs., and live the love we've been destined for. Right now, I don't need the world's approval, only yours. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now, because this love is undeniable and it's ours to build. The idea of forever with you is no longer just a fantasy. It's the most exciting part of my life. Let's make this love real, and let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. What's better than love? A love that knows no bounds, a love that makes us feel alive. Let's take that next step. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. There's no need for more time to think when we already know what we want. Let's make the dream come true and become Mr. and Mrs. now. I've found everything I've ever wanted in you. Let's not wait for tomorrow. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now and write the next chapter of our lives together. With you, every day feels like the beginning of something amazing. Let's make today the day we become Mr. and Mrs. now and start our forever. Let's not waste time wondering what could be. We know we're meant for this. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now and make every moment together count. There's nothing I desire more than to call you my partner, my love, my forever. Let's make it official. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. In this moment, nothing else matters. All I want is to be yours forever. Let's make it real. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. The world may be unpredictable, but with you by my side, I know we're ready for anything. Let's face the future together as Mr. and Mrs. now. We've already shared so much love and laughter, but what if we could make it last forever? Let's say yes today. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. There's no one else I'd rather spend forever with than you. Let's make that forever official. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. Every moment with you feels like a promise kept. But what if we could make that promise eternal? Let's make it happen. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. The thought of waking up to you every morning, growing old with you, and sharing every joy and sorrow is everything I've ever dreamed of. Let's make it real. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. In this moment, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Let's make this our forever. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. What's a lifetime of happiness if we don't share it together? Let's take the plunge, become Mr. and Mrs. now, and make every moment count. I've always believed in love, but now I believe in us. Let's make our love eternal. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. Our love is already a story worth telling, but what if we could write the next chapter together? Let's do it. Let's be Mick and Mrs. now. I can't imagine a future without you, and I don't want to. Let's make today the first day of forever. Let's be Mir and Mrs. now. You've made every day brighter just by being you. Let's make the rest of our lives just as bright. Let's be Mir and Mrs. now. No more wondering, no more waiting. Let's make the leap and step into forever together. Let's be Mir and Mrs. now. With you, everything feels right, and I know there's no one else I want beside me for the rest of my life. Let's make it official. Let's be Mir and Mrs. now. In this moment, I'm not just falling in love with you again. I'm deciding to love you forever. Let's take that step. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. The love we share isn't something I want to wait for. It's something I want to live forever. Let's make that a reality. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. There's no better time than now to begin our forever. Let's say yes to a lifetime of love, laughter, and everything in between. Let's be Mr. and Mrs. now. I want to share every joy, every challenge, every victory, and every quiet moment with you. Let's start our forever today. Let's be Mir and Mrs. now. What if we stopped waiting for the perfect time and made the perfect time right now? Let's be Mir and Mrs. now and begin our forever together. I don't need a perfect moment. I need you, and with you, every moment is perfect. Let's make today the start of our forever. Let's be Mir and Mrs. now. When I look at you, I see my future, my happiness, and my everything. Let's make it real. Let's be Mir and Mrs. now.